How do you overcome an anxiety attack? Ooh, so is it actually an attack where it's so bad that you can't move and you can't think and you can't process and you don't have control anymore? Like, is it that bad attack? Or is it just you're having an anxiety spike? I think if you're having, like, if it's an attack that is so bad that you need, medical attention, then you stop what you're doing and you go get the attention you need. Or you stop what you're doing and you lie down, or you get some fresh air. Like, if it's that bad of an attack, you take it seriously. I remember there was a meeting at my office. We're doing a mastermind, and a guy just got really lightheaded, and we had to have him lie on the floor, and he was just having an anxiety. It was a full-on anxiety attack. Like, he was just thinking about his business and so stressed out, and nothing was working, and so many options, didn't know what to do next, and it didn't show. He was just talking, and then he's like, "Oh, I need to stand up. And then he almost passed out. It's like, whoa, okay, so like, breathe. We unbuttoned his shirt a little bit to get some. So it's not like he had the collared shirt on, so it's not as tough. And we called an ambulance came and looked at him and just had him lie down. And like, if that's full on attack, then do what you need to do to get back to a certain level of normalcy and baseline. If it's a anxiety spike, but you're still kind of in control, it's just your heart's racing, you're nervous, you're worried, but you're still in control of your senses and what you're doing, then you have the option of leaning in on it to say either one of, I do difficult things and I'm not going to let this define me. That's what I do. So when I have every time I do something that makes me nervous, I lean in on, I'm going to do this to show myself that I can. I don't want this to dominate me for the rest of my life. And then I also think about who it can serve. Like, why am I doing this? It's not just for me. It's for people. It's for others. So whenever I lean into, this isn't just for me, I'm here to serve, it gives me the courage and lowers the anxiety a little bit as well. So just in the way that you worded that, want to be careful in the answer. So yeah, I mean, like, how much are you actually in control? That's what you have to figure out for yourself. That you cross this threshold where it's like, okay, I am now not in control anymore. And you don't want to get there. But up until there, the more you can move the line a little bit forward. Because every time you reach that anxiety level and then you do something, you start to build more courage, more strength, more confidence, more self-belief, right? You don't want a life of no anxiety. Then you're never growing. Like, anything great that you want out of life will require some level of anxiety and stress. The body grows through anxiety and stress. But too much is a bad thing too, right? So that's the thing that we just need to pay attention to. So if you're really at that line, then you ease up. I would usually say, at least for myself, I look at 85% of the time to 95% of the time, the answer is go a little more, push a little harder, show yourself what you're made of. And 5 to 15% of the time, it's okay. You're doing too much. You need to pull back. You can't do this. You need to rest and relax a bit. So whatever that number is for you, I think it can be really helpful. For me, it helps to know it's going to be okay, and that'll only make me stronger. Yeah, so like, that's a good thing to keep in mind. If you can talk yourself through it, then you're not at the lowest low. Like, I'm talking about a full-on attack where you are not in control anymore, where you can't breathe and you are actually going to pass out, right? You need to take a little bit easy. Well, need to take a lot easy. But yeah, if you're able to talk yourself, if you're able to have a conversation with yourself, if you're able to have that conversation, then yes, most of the time you should be saying, I can do this. I can do this. You're capable of this. I at least want to try. To not make the default to run away every time. Sometimes the right answer is to run, and that's okay. But don't make that your default answer every time if you're able to have a conversation with yourself.